vessel. What can this possibly be? You are going to learn all about this amazing new cultural landmark on the west side of Manhattan, drawing daily crowds since it opened in March of 2019. It has been called many things, but for now, let's say it's an interactive sculpture that you walk into and climb up for the view outside as well as looking in. It is quite simply a place to have fun. An amazing structure the height of a 16-story building. It's part of Hudson Yards, which is the most expensive private real estate development in American history. There's easy access with the number 7 subway line, just one stop away from Times Square, or you can walk here along the High Line. And admission is free, but you do need a ticket that you can get online and other ways we'll be describing during the program. Your first stop for photos will be this round blue light on the ground where you look up into the interior of the structure. There are helpful staff and security personnel around, but it's curious and kind of nice that there's nobody here to tell you where to go. There's no signs even. You just look around and you say, oh, okay, there's the staircase. Let's start walking. Yes, it's all about the stairs. You walk up and then you walk down, with many stops along the way to enjoy the view. The structure consists of 154 intricately connecting flights of stairs, and that's all it is a series of staircases that are connected by 80 viewing platform landings. It's a good idea to stop as often as possible on the landings to enjoy all the different views and perspectives from different heights and different angles. It's not difficult. Anybody in normal condition can do it, even this little boy for whom the steps must seem 4 times higher than for us. The kid has a lot of grit, and we did see him make it all the way to the top. See, there's no age limit for coming into Vessel. There is one elevator, but you don't want to take it because it is so slow and you have to wait online. You could make a reservation ahead of time for the elevator on the website. It only takes 6 people at a time and just makes one trip every 15 minutes. Primarily, it's intended for those with mobility issues. How many steps are there? 2,500. But don't worry about it, you don't have to walk every one of those steps. If you take a direct route up, it's about 250 steps. And you're not going to be doing it all at once in a big rush. You want to take your time, stop, catch your breath, take some pictures, enjoy the view, including looking down at the rail yards and the Hudson River. Vessel and all the skyscrapers of Hudson Yards are built on top of 28 railroad tracks on huge platforms, supported by 300 caissons or concrete piles 5 feet in diameter, drilled deep into the bedrock, providing a solid foundation. They'll be covering over those open tracks of the Long Island Railroad with another platform and building more structures on top of it. Construction is going to continue here for many more years. It's only about half finished. Condominiums, offices, shops, and a park. The developer is billionaire Stephen Ross, the owner of the Related Companies, a global real estate development firm, and he also owns the Miami Dolphins. The English architect of Vessel is Thomas Heatherwick, who said that he intends the visitor to climb and explore the structure as if it were a jungle gym. His design for Vessel originated from his childhood experience where he fell in love with an old discarded flight of wooden stairs outside an abandoned building. He was also inspired by the metal fire escape structures outside the old Manhattan buildings, and some water wells in India with staircases descending deep into the ground to reach the water level. As you get towards the top and look down, you gain a little better perspective on the shape of the structure, but it is really an optical maze. It's somewhat confusing. It's been compared to the drawings of M.C. Escher with his staircases that go nowhere. But here we finally do get somewhere. You reach the top. And that gives you a nice feeling of satisfaction. a major accomplishment. You made it. The views looking out are excellent, but perhaps the views looking to the inside are even better. And the views keep changing as you walk around, so by all means, when you make it to the top, don't just stop and take a picture and then turn around and go down again. You can walk all the way around the top of it, make the most of your climb and get every angle. And then as you're going down, you can do the same thing. Walk around, see different sides, different staircases, until you're ready to go. You'll have a view looking down at the roof of the shed. An open-air theater we'll show you later. It's a busy place with lots of people enjoying themselves, but it never gets crowded because your admission ticket only lets you in at a certain time. So they are able to control the number of people in here, usually no more than 1,000 people. But once you're inside, there's no rush. There's no limit on the amount of time you can stay in here. But usually about 1 hour is the typical visit. The multiple staircases going up and down are also great for traffic control because with the stairwells going off in every direction, you can choose one that does not have many people on it. Another clever design element that helps is that as you get higher, the staircases get shorter, so it's easier to climb as you go up towards the top. Walking down is a breeze, but take your time and continue walking around, checking different angles. The public square and gardens around it is designed as a new gathering place for Manhattan's West Side, with eventually 14 acres of public open space. When finished, you'll end up back where you started at the bottom in the center, once again taking more pictures, looking up at the structures inside. You just can't stop taking pictures here. It's so photogenic. From this angle, we can get a little better view of the overall shape of the structure. How many sides does it have? There are 10, which makes it a decagon in its outline, but in total, it is such a complex geometric shape of the sort that has never been built before, it's hard to find a terminology to describe it. Therefore, a lot of nicknames have popped up, such as pinecone, beehive, doner kebab, rib cage, a Fabergé egg, a spaceship, a big trophy cup, a pineapple, a vase, a wastebasket. Is it a piece of art? Is it a park? It is an interactive urban sculpture. To the right, another view of the shed will take you in soon. Vessel was built in Italy where they prefabricated 75 large carbon steel segments and then shipped them over and right up the Hudson River directly to the site, where it was then assembled. Vessel is the central focal point of the Hudson Yards complex, pulling the diverse site together, creating a balance within a skyscraper grid of futuristic metal and glass. And it comes with a shopping mall right next door with 100 high-end stores, including fine dining and a food court. Now we realize another important function of Vessel. It's a magnet to lure shoppers into the area so that they can kiss their money goodbye. If you're going to shop, do it after your visit to Vessel because packages are not allowed inside Vessel. And also, there's a free public toilet here in the mall. You might want to take care of that first. You can get your entry ticket for Vessel at some kiosks inside, but as mentioned before, it's better to do that online up to 2 weeks in advance to be sure to get your time slot that you want. The mall is an integral part of this new city within a city that's been created at Hudson Yards with apartments above and office spaces and recreation areas along with the shops. A place to live, work, and play. And it can be very inexpensive if you just keep your purse and wallet closed. There are other attractions to consider, such as the Edge. It's on top of this building, 1,100 feet above ground, making it the Western Hemisphere's highest outdoor observation terrace. Also nearby, you've got Penn Station 1 block over. There's the Intrepid Aircraft Carrier Museum, the Circle Line Cruise Terminal, and the High Line. Next door we have the Shed, which is an art center for the 21st century with live performances and painting, digital media, theater, sculpture, and dance in an unprecedented movable structure. The roof and walls can open and close, making this an indoor-outdoor venue. When you're finally done, the 34th Street Hudson Yards subway station is right here, and it'll take you to Times Square in one stop. The station just opened in 2015 with a high-quality, modern, urban design. If you would rather take a walk, Hudson Yards is right next to the High Line, that very popular urban elevated park that used to be a train track. You could walk south on it to Chelsea Market, that restaurant complex less than a mile away, and then continue just beyond to the Whitney Museum. So many things to do in this wonderful part of town. We have videos about the Chelsea Market, the High Line, and other parts of Manhattan you can find in our collection. We frequently upload new movies, so please subscribe to our channel and click that little alarm bell so you'll be notified. And if you enjoyed the movie, how about a thumbs up? And we always welcome comments down below. Or if you have questions about the destination, make note and we'll answer them. Thanks for watching.